Engenni and the community in Bayelsa, you see that we are sharing the same, region.
What community in Bayelsa?
The Igbogene. After a community in Engenni, you get to, Igbogene, which is a community in Bayelsa.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right then.
It's just sorry. Let me cut you. Just you know where the toll gate is.
I know where.
The
it
moment
is.
you pass the toll gates, you get to Igbogene, and we have a community, in between.
Okay. So all of these structures now that I'm seeing in the pictures that you sent to me.
Yeah.
What structures are these?
Well, these are structures that were actually owned by individuals.
Okay, they're houses.
Yes. Okay. Precisely, Doda community where I come from.
Okay.
And I will say that I'm not just here to begin to cast unnecessary aspersion on the Nigerian military, because I know that we have a couple of them who are professional, who are good, in terms of discharging their duty. But I'm a little bit not happy, with what happened in Udoda community, which happens to be my community in 2020. If I'm not mistaken, 2020. I think that it happened on the 24th of May, 2020. That there was a kind of activity, bunkering activity that was actually going on in about 5 kilometers away, from the community. You understand? And along the line, those in 2015, 2016, some group of persons, came from Bayelsa that they want to site bunkering, structures, in a place very far, from the community. And our late chief then, may his soul rest in peace, His Royal Highness Chief Howard Satrike, said that no, he vehemently rejected such requests from this group of persons. And he said no, that such business should not be cited anywhere near the community, Udoda community. Now, as a result of that, we wrote a letter then, that was in 2016, to the Commissioner of Police. We wrote to the DPO Okenya then, but all was to no avail. Now, the group of persons were bent on building this, thing. So at a point, the man got confused and he was unable to handle the situation. So they went ahead, to build the structure. And so they started the business, and the business was, thriving. Now, each time the Nigerian military, attack, it has always been in the community.
Okay.
Right? It has always been, their focus has always been in the community. And then we were shouting. We never accepted this thing. So if you're coming to attack, your target should be at the side where this activity is taking place.
All right, so you're saying the military was responsible
they
for...
were responsible. Operation Delta Safe.
Okay.
We have a better evidence, clear evidence.
All right then. Since 2020, you
2020.
said... what is the government... First, let's start with the state government, then we'll come to the local government that just, elapsed. The tenure of the local government chairman just elapsed. What have they done, to, save the situation?
Canada, to be honest with you, everything was left to our fate. And to the glory of God, the activity has ended peacefully. As I speak with you, Kalada, the local government chairman then never did anything.
Did you write to him?
He was aware of everything. Now
I've been aware and writing to him to mention that infrastructure in this area is so bad that it needs your attention. I understand he was aware, but did you write? For formal purposes, did you write?
Canada, we wrote to even the governor. It's just that I was not actually coming from home, so I couldn't come with those copy of letters.
So you wrote to the current governor?
We wrote to Governor Yesowike.
Okay.
We wrote to him.
Okay.
He was aware. The chairman of our West local government was aware. Honorable Hope Ikriko was aware. In fact, he took the effort of some of us, who were crying, calling on the attention of the government that made the honorable chairman to call for a meeting at Akenema. That was when there was a fatality on the part of the military that resulted in the invasion of the community. That was when they called. But from the beginning of these activities, we wrote to them, we wrote to him that we don't want it,
No, I get the point. You wrote to him that you don't want. I'm saying after the destruction happened, because I'm looking at that community and it looks like life is non-existent.
It's a deserted area.
Now, the question then is, did you write to the local government chairman and the governor after all of these things happened?
We wrote to them.
Okay. Have you written to the current governor?
We have not written to the current governor.
Okay.
And I know one of the reasons why I'm here is to also amplify the current predicament from the people to the governor. That after now, we can write that. As I speak with you, we are even planning on taking up a legal action against the Nigerian military. Operation Data Save, precisely. Because when they came for that operation, even Boricamp was not aware. They were not aware.
That's what Boricamp told you?
Then, yes, they were not aware that you are coming to someone's domain. Even the chairman wasn't aware. They came, destroy over 20 to 30 something houses.
So where are the people of Oduda?
The people are just like refugees in the various communities in Engenni. When you get to Igovia, you will see them. When you get to Kunusha, you will see them. When you get to Ikodi, you will see them. When you get to Okparaki, you will see them. Okaki, you will see them. All the communities, and some communities in Bayelsa.
Now, what let's look. Now, you said the people are spread across the various communities in Engenni. What is the infrastructure like in Engenni, health-wise, school-wise? What is it like security-wise as well?
As for security, Engenni has always been a peaceful, kingdom.
Okay.
But in terms of infrastructure, it is zero. When I say zero, this community that we are discussing about does not have an access road.
Okay, yeah. Talking about access road, you sent a picture as well sometime in May to me, and I think the road was cut into two. Why did it happen that way?
Was after the flood. Then
okay,
the heavy flood. That was when it happened, and that road is still left in that manner as I speak with you, Kalada. In terms of electricity, there's nothing. That's thing.
Yet you wrote Ikiriko as a then to tell him that there was nothing in the entire Engenni Kingdom, and he did not do anything about it.
Just like I said, what is the responsibility of a local government chairman? Kalada, mind you, this is a government that is closest to the people, and as such, I believe that he understands the current problem. He understands the infrastructural deficit in those areas. But what did he do?
Now, see, I'm sorry. I would have to play the devil's advocate before the commercial break. Now, I could be the local government chairman, let's say, of Falga, for instance, but it doesn't mean I will know everything wrong in every street or every community in Falga. And it will be over on the people to call my attention and say, hey, Ogunabali, there is pothole here. D-line, there is a breakdown of law and order. Old GRA, the schools are in poor conditions. People would have to. I mean, I can't be everywhere at the same time, right?
Yeah.
So do you think that maybe once again I put the onus on you that you could have called the attention of the local government chairman and say, hey, we don't have anything in Engenni Kingdom. We have a commercial break. I want you to think the answer to that question. When we do come back, you and I will talk some more. And once again, I will tell you listening that we will try to touch light as many communities and as many local government areas in the coming days as we push for development, and also so that the new caretaker situation we have maybe could help the situation and bring about some succor to stations. is almost up, and I would have to step aside for a bit. So I would quickly revert back to my guest and just take one or two words, and we call it a day concerning this very conversation. Remember, you're listening to Hard Facts. I am Kaladako Rubatubu, and with me in the studio is Comrade Okenya, who is the president Engenni Youth Assembly, and that Engenni Kingdom is in Outer West. All right, so quickly, so you've said infrastructure bad. You told the local government chairman, the chairman at the time. Now there is a CTC structure. Would you be looking at working with the CTC and also writing to the governor so that the plight of the people can be, known by these people in authority and bring about support to the people?
Well, Talada, for me as an individual, I have no issue. My yearning and aspiration always is to see that the people are good, the people are doing well, the people are comfortable, despite the little effort I can put to ensure that they are good. You understand? That is very key. I would definitely write to the current governor, which even my majesty, the first class king, which happens to be my boss, has already written some letter in respect to the issue of infrastructural development. I am going to also do my own parts, from the youth angle. I will definitely write to the governor. And of course, the caretaker, the current caretaker chairman, to also look into the plights, more especially the plight of the people of Udoda community, how they can go back home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quickly now, because time is something just popped in my head. The state governor, mentioned that there is the state of emergency on the health sector, and they were going to ensure that primary health care is developed to the point where it can cater for the health needs of people in various communities as it reached Outer West. Because the last time you were here, you said the general hospital was not even good enough to take everybody in the local government.
Well, Kalada, to be honest with you, I know that the governor at this point in time may have good intention, but looking at what is happening, in the state, I'm a little bit skeptical, if all the areas, it can be able to fulfill,
but whether it can fulfill or not is not for you to judge. As it comes to Outer West,
I am not judging, right? The aspect of the primary health care services in Outer West, and of course, let me narrow it down to Engenni, is still the same way it is.
Which is?
Nothing has been done.
All right. All right then. All right. Thank you very.
The John Kramer General Hospital, which is the only zonal hospital in the entire Outer West, has not been awarded. So he should also look into that.
All right then. All right, thank you very much for your time, comrade. I've got to go. Sorry, commercial did disrupt our conversations, but thank you very much.
No problem.
For letting us know what is happening in Engenni Kingdom and the entire Outer West. All right, thank you. All right,
it's a pleasure.
Just stay tuned. Conversations will continue after the major news at 6. But first, a commercial, and then after that, the news. Of course, you want to stay tuned so you can be abreast with the happenings in and around Nigeria. Good afternoon.